Good morning, Facebook. It's Gerry. I'm coming to you live from Rythmia in Costa Rica this morning. I missed Saturdays because I was flying and I couldn't get to it, and I didn't know the schedule that I would be flying exactly at that time. So I'm sorry for missing Saturdays. If you think anybody can benefit from what I'm going to be talking about real quickly this morning, is change, hey Claudia, and how change affects us and how we affect change, and how living in an intentional life with and coexisting with change, which is a really interesting thing, and I'll tell you why. I have 4 construction projects going on here at Rythmia this week, and I have to open by Saturday. And so I have about 70, 80 people actively working construction right now. We've doubled the size of our Maloka, of our temple. We've created a brand new 4 seasons-like health club and spa, which is huge. We've taken our conference center and we've almost doubled the size of it. And so I'm running around and yelling, you know, because I'm still a yeller, because I have to get shit done. So I'm running around yelling and saying, oh my God, we got 6 days, we have all these guests coming, da 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 da. And in my yelling, in my walking around with our managers and our construction directors and all this stuff, and I was coming to the brand new gym, our health club and spa, and I measured and picked out every piece in this thing. And so I was excited about the new house that was built, and I was walking to it. And then on the left-hand side, I looked, and I saw the old spa, and I got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed, and I thought, what's that about? And in that second, I remembered the first day that I saw this place, and I thought, oh my God, and I remember everybody who was with me and where they were standing and all of this stuff, and I had been excited for 3 months to get out of that old spa. You know, I've been dying to get out of it, you know, and so when I walked by it, I got a little teary-eyed, and I just got teary-eyed again, right? So it reminded me of something, that we're all walking through change. Every second, you're walking through change. So we're rebuilding our house, and then we're walking down the road to ourselves all the time. And then everybody else's intentionality is along the road, and it's changing. And that's why when you take your grandkids to show them the house you used to live in, you can never find it. You know why? Because everything around it has changed. And so that's why they say you can't go home. So there's 2 things I'm going to say. There's people who are in change and people who resist change that want to stay the same. And so when you look at these people, if you ever watched someone inherit money and automatically go like, ooh, I'm changing, I don't want anybody to touch this money. The not changing, the fighting change is the wrong way to go. And then we can accept change. And then we can accept change in 2 ways. We can accept change by chaos, or we can accept change by order and progress. And when we make up our mind to accept change by order and progress, and that basically is to design my life so that it aligns with my true nature. That's designing by order. When we make up our mind to design that way, we have to remember that when we keep walking down this road to see our new house, that everything around it is going to change. And now the trick is to appreciate and to take in that change in the second that it's happening, and realize that road will never be the same again. And then at the same time, to have intentional order about the house that we're changing and moving into. So this is how to accept change. And there's a grace in doing it this way as opposed to any other way. And I just want to say, so if you're designing your life right, you're allowing your own change in the change of others at the same time, then cherish every single microsecond that goes by. But don't hang on and resist. Don't want to go back because you can't go back. There's no way to undo what I just did to Rythmia. I mean, there is, but it'd take millions of dollars and da-da-da-da-da. There's no way to undo the progress. There's an orderly way to do it, and that orderly way allows the acceptance of the change that you have, the acceptance of the change of the people around you, and then the appreciation of that change in that moment, that it will never be the same again. And that's the beauty of the thing. And speaking of change, and a lot of you wanting to come to do some work on yourself, to create some order, remerge with your soul, realign your life around that remergence, there is a great opportunity. Lama Paulden, who has a workshop, Awakening Your Buddha Nature, is going to be here December 16th to the 23rd. That's December 16th to the 23rd. That workshop is not yet full. That week is a week that's not filling up yet, and he's highly, highly reviewed. So you have to watch the reviews on these things. I haven't researched it myself, but I have noticed that this is highly reviewed. So I want you to pay attention. If you want to be here at a week that's less busy, hi Linda. If you want to be here in a week that's less busy, that's a really, really good week, 16th to 23rd. And we want you to call in at 866-936-9446. That's 866-936-9446, and to come on in and to be a part of the change that's within you. And the lesson for the week is this. After all this shit, the lesson for the week is this. Unless you can fall in love with change, you'll always be unhappy. So the only constant is going to be change. Even after you remerge with yourself. Then, there's so many people that have come to remerge themselves, and as soon as they remerge, they want to lock everything down so that nothing can change. Because it's really good shit to be remerged, right? And even that in itself is wrong, because there's always change, right? Even the most beautiful flower, I'm looking at bougainvilleas out here, the most beautiful ones that are in the height of their perfection are still changing. So getting used to change is what this is about. And the thing is, you can fall in love with your foot. I have handsome feet, and they're going to change. And you can fall in love with your wife, and she's going to change. And you can fall in love with your house, and if you're working on your house, it's going to change. And there's nothing that you can't fall in love with that's not going to change. So the easier thing to do, I'm a hack guy, a shortcut guy, is to just fall in love with change. And while you're driving down the road to your new house all the time, because the new house that you're working on, you just sit there and say, look at all this change. Because it's the progress of all things at the same time. Yeah. So listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, December 16th to the 23rd, please call in. Please, because we're going to get booked out, and you guys got to see the changes that we made. You got to see the new health club and spa. You got to see it. It's like, when I tell you it's 5-star, it's truly 5-star. The new conference room, the new flight deck or Maloka or temple is amazing. It has now we added bathrooms for obvious reasons. We added bathrooms and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. The new improved Rythmia is open next week, so please come on in, book now, because everybody knows about this thing. For the first year we're in business, we're the best kept secret on earth, And that secret now has exploded, and the change that we're affecting here is really, really amazing. So please come and join us. God bless you. Have a great week, and accept your change for the week. God bless you.